Now I'm joined by Martin Popplewell. He's the director of Popplewell Associates. Martin, tell us a little bit about your company.
Right, well, the company was set up in 1982, so next year we'll be 30 years old. We're a small design company, landscape architects. There's 6 of us, and we're based in York. And we undertake the full range of landscape design services. We also do tree surveys, assessment of big schemes for public inquiry. We do monitoring of the work on site, and we also even do advice on invasive weeds like Japanese knotweed. So we do the whole range pretty much.
So in relation to care homes, what services do you provide?
Well, care homes is an area we've come into fairly recently. I'm say fairly recently, about over the last 6 years. We've probably done about 90 care homes, and essentially there we're designing the garden areas around the homes. It's particularly important for a care home operator, unlike some of our housing clients who are simply wanting a landscape scheme to gain planning permission and then move on. A care home operator really needs the garden areas to be properly designed because they're going to continue the maintenance and management of these, and it's very, very important to their end users. So we've found it very rewarding, and like I say, we do the full design, which is what we call the hard landscape, which is all the paving and seating, the walls and the features, and the soft landscape, which is all the planting, all the shrubs and trees and grass and so on.
So tell me, who benefits from the garden spaces your company designs?
Right, well, how long have you got? We've got essentially a whole range of people benefit. The architect benefits because we give him peace of mind by taking off all the external design from him. He's got enough to do if designing the buildings themselves. They're very complex things, care homes, so we can take all that external design and look after that. The operator benefits because any scheme with a good garden area has added value. Any development, any care home development has added value in terms of what it can offer. The staff in the care home benefit because they can expand their role and offer a fuller service than if they were just dealing with the building themselves, if they're looking at the external works too. And of course, obviously, the residents benefit because they get an expanded world, if you like. Instead of just being in their room, they have the external areas to do what they want in. It's very important.
What's your main aim when designing garden spaces for care homes?
Well, we're looking at the end user here. What we're trying to give that end user, that's the resident, as many different aspects of the external areas to use as possible. Aesthetically, it's got to look attractive. Spatially, we provide an extra space, if you like, where we're giving them double the space from what they would normally have if they were just simply inside the room. Being outside in the garden in the winter is just as attractive as in the summer. As long as you're wrapped up well, you can enjoy it in the winter too. We provide functional spaces for those who are active, who want to do some gardening maybe, or even something like somebody who might want to do sketching or painting outside. We provide a passive environment for people who just want to sit and maybe socialise, or maybe just sit on their own and read a book. All those things we provide.
So Martin, do you only work on new developments?
No, increasingly clients are coming to us who have older care homes who want to refurbish them. I think they've realised that their garden areas are a bit tired. Maybe they're just an open grass space with a bit of a paving around it, and they're wanting to incorporate new facilities, new areas, new sorts of spaces, a variety of spaces, new sorts of planting. It's quite exciting doing that because you actually see those homes improve through the work we do on the external works.
So you said you're based in York.
Yes.
Do you cover any other geographical areas?
Yes, well, pretty much we work over the country. We've always worked over the country, but in care homes in particular, I'd say well over 50% of them are in the south of England, which is no problem to us. Once we've visited the site, we can then do all our work from the office. Everybody communicates by email these days anyway. And then we would come back again to look at the site to monitor it when it was being built. So, we work all over the country, and that's partly why we're here in Bournemouth, because we realise that it's a big market in the south of England.
So if someone wants to get in touch with Popplewell Associates, what's the best way to do this?
Well, use the contact page on our website, and we'd be very pleased to hear from people.
Thank you, Martin. Well, for more information, use the contact page on their website.